Find a comfortable seat here on your mat. Close your eyes and let yourself shift around a little bit to start. Ultimately settling into a comfortable, or as comfortable as you can be in this moment, seat. And then begin that Ujjayi breath by intentionally drawing the breath in, using the muscles in the back of your throat. Filling yourself up, pausing at the top. And then mirroring that inhale with a strong, slow exhale as you empty your way out. Noticing that short pause at the bottom of the exhale, feeling of emptiness before you begin the next inhale. So as you tune into your breath this morning, try to slow it down so that each part of the breath is intentional. Our breath will be that reminder as we move through class to be intentional and to take things slow. Oftentimes as we hit December, the world gets a little frantic around us, and maybe within us as well. So taking the time this morning to very intentionally slow down, to let some of that frantic energy dissipate and center in this moment, ground in this moment. So we'll take a few more moments here, just focusing on the breath. And if there's something else that's calling to you today, some other intention that brought you to your mat, weave that in as well. Taking just a few more moments here, setting up your practice. With your next inhale, draw in a deeper breath than you've taken so far. Now at the top, intentionally hold that inhale, creating this kumbhak, this breath retention. Once you've held that edge, then exhale out the mouth all the way to empty. Perfect, let it go. Yes. Again, like that huge intentional breath in. Maybe lifting a little taller through the crown of your head so you get more space for the breath. And then as you're ready, exhale out the mouth, let it go. Keep that going a few more times at your own rhythm. These last few rounds, focus on softening around the exhale. So can you let the shoulders relax? Can you soften around the jaw? Can you melt through the hips? So finish the round you're on and do one more with that intention. back to your Ujjayi breath, start to weave in some movement here. So there's really no wrong way to move, but starting to shift and move, maybe releasing some of those joints and muscles that you felt tightening as you sat there. Could be as subtle as rolling the head or the wrists, or perhaps you twist side to side. Taking about 5 or so breaths, shifting, moving. It could be yoga poses, or it could be straight up movements. You will lock the door, but the lock is underneath, so if you need to leave it anywhere, you can. It's just to keep yourself safe. Take about 2 more breaths, shifting and moving. And carry this movement forward. So as you feel inclined, rock forward onto hands and knees. You just continue to shift and move here. And if more subtle movements call to you, take those. If staying in a simple pose and letting the stretch be the movement is calling to you, do that. Ultimately, this is your time, your practice on your mat. So really giving yourself that freedom to go with what you need. We'll take about 3 to 5 more breaths here. Over the next few breaths, make your way back to our first downward facing dog practice. Tucking toes under, extending the hips up and back. Once you arrive here, you can choose whether you want to work more on the foundation, really pressing into the earth with the hands, reaching up to the sit bones, and letting the movement occur more with the breath and the stretch. Or if you want to intentionally weave movement in, bending and straightening the legs, even shifting the weight forward and back or side to side. Just feeling into this inversion, starting slow. Few more moments here. Let your head hang heavy. Allow your jaw to soften, relax. Yeah. Take a deep breath in your down dog. Exhale out the mouth. Yeah, and that can always be a release valve as you shift through your practice. Do one more deep breath in. Exhale to let it go. With your next exhale, walk your hands to the back of your mat so you arrive in a forward fold. Knees can be bent here a lot, especially if you have low back or hamstring stuff going on. Taking a moment to hang, letting gravity traction out the spine. Inhale, slowly roll your way all the way up to standing. Inhale, arms sweep overhead. Maybe a little back bend here at top. Exhale, hands back to heart. Beautiful. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold Uttanasana, bending your knees as needed. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat and just walk your way back forward so you arrive at a plank. push-up position. Knees can come down for support. Your choice at this juncture, you can go directly back to a down dog, or you can flow through your vinyasa, slow and controlled chaturanga. Inhale, scoop the chest, cobra or up dog. On exhale, we'll all meet up in that downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and down dog. Exhale, slowly lower your knees to the earth. Make your way to a seat and come all the way onto your back. Does anyone not have a block or a rolled up mat? Okay, excellent. Come onto your back. Place your block in between your thighs, snug up towards the pubic bone, and then extend your legs straight up to the sky. I'm too pregnant to do this with you, so you guys just get to listen to me. Interlace the hands back behind your head. Now, if this is pulling on your low back or hamstrings, bend your knees to 90-degree angles. If that still bothers your low back, you can bring your feet all the way down to the ground, still doing these actions. Activate your feet, spreading your toes wide. Take a huge breath, spread it into the back body. Hold the breath, press mid-back strongly into the earth. Curl tailbone up, then squeeze the prop. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Nicely, so squeeze a little more. Hold low belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath, press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone, squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift, nice Shannon. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Press mid back into mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale. Head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Press mid back into mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale. Head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Tuck a little more. Yep. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Hold full. Press mid back into mat. Curl tailbone up. Nice lift, Adam. Squeeze a little more. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Pull low belly down. Tuck a little bit more. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. One more round here. Hold the breath. Press mid back into mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down, tuck a little more, and inhale, release. Set your prop aside. Let's do some windshield wiper legs so your feet are about hip width apart. On your exhale, lower the knees to one side. Inhale, gather them back to center. Exhale, over to the opposite side. I'm getting into a rhythm here that feels good. You can stay one side for a couple breaths if that feels particularly delicious this morning. About 2 more breaths. Breathing all the way down into the hips and the low back. Coming back through center. Grab hold of your block once again. Place it up in between your thighs. Extend your legs straight up to the sky. Gate opener. So if you're directly next to your neighbor, you may need to adjust so that your legs don't collide. Yeah, I should have said that before you laid down. Sorry. All right, legs go straight up. If this bothers your hips at all, you can always bend the knees to 90-degree angles. Take a huge breath down into your back body. Interlace hands back behind your head. On exhale, lift head and shoulders. Take a deep breath in here. Hold the breath, curl tailbone up, squeeze around your prop. pull low belly down. Inhale, bring left hand to your prop, straddle the legs. Yep. Exhale, tuck tailbone, reach out through inner thighs, pull belly down. Inhale, bring legs back together, lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath, press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone up, squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, opposite hand to the block. Straddle the legs. Exhale, tuck tailbone, reach out through thighs. Keep straddling the legs. Pull belly down. Inhale, legs back together, lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone, squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, left hand to prop, straddle. Exhale, tuck tailbone, reach out through thighs as strong as you can. Pull belly down. Inhale, legs back together, lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath, press mid back in the mat. Tuck tailbone, squeeze. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, right hand to prop, now straddle. Tuck tailbone a second time, pull belly down. Inhale, legs back together, lower head and shoulders. We'll do one more round. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone, squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, right hand to prop, straddle. Exhale, tuck tailbone, reach out through thighs, pull belly down. Inhale, legs back together, lower head and shoulders. Huge breath in, fill yourself up. Hold at the top, squeeze your prop. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. Squeeze a little more, pull belly down. Inhale, opposite hand to your prop, straddle the legs. Exhale, tuck tailbone, reach out through thighs, pull low belly down. Inhale, legs back together and release. I don't know if you brought your legs around faster out of this. Set your prop aside. Place your hands on your thighs, and we're going to do a little back traction. So press your thighs down and away. Just feel for the space you're creating through the core here. And you're welcome to stay here, or to add a little more space in the back body, you can hug your knees into your chest. Get a little rocking side to side, massaging out the spine. Yeah. From here, transitioning into a bridge pose. Place the feet on your mat about hip width apart or perhaps a little bit wider. Knees directly over your heels here. On your inhale, peel your spine up and away from the mat, lifting into bridge. Now, you can place a prop under your hips or in between your thighs for additional support. But really root down through your feet, lift up through your hips. So you're creating space in the core. So all those muscles we just tightened and engaged have this opportunity to open back up. And then really use the breath to facilitate that expansion. Ask yourself, where can I reach the breath to? So can you get the breath all the way up into the heart? Can you get the breath all the way down into the hips and low back? Can you soften even through the neck and jaw? About 5 more breaths here. Really firing up the legs to create and support this opening in the front body. more space that can be created. Remove any props. Tuck your tailbone. Exhale. Slowly lower your spine all the way down to the mat. Release the back body once again. So either that pressing of the thighs away or hugging the knees towards your chest. Just taking a moment at neutral before you go into flexion. As you feel ready, roll over onto one side. And press your way up to a seat and come all the way forward onto hands and knees. On your exhale, tuck your toes under. Hips extend up and back, downward facing dog. Let your head hang heavy. On your exhale, start to bend your elbows, hovering above the ground, coming into a turbo dog. Squeeze the arms towards one another so you've got a lot of activation in the shoulders and the chest. 3 more breaths here. Feel into the intensity. Head hangs heavy. Yeah, there you go. And then inhale, straighten out the arms. Exhale, lower all the way to your knees. Come down to your forearms. Setting up for a dolphin. Now dolphin's going to feel easy after turbo dog. That's the goal of these. So elbows directly under shoulders, forearms parallel, or hands clasping for additional support. Take huge breath into the upper back. On your exhale, curl your toes under. Extend the hips to the sky for dolphin. Head is up off of the ground because you're lifting up out of the shoulders using your core here. Yes. Good, James. And then let your head hang so that there's less pressure in that part of your body. We leave so much of our life with our head and our necks. Can you let that be soft? Let your core create that lift. Is that okay? Let that head go. 3 more breaths here. Can you tiptoe the toes in a little bit closer? Yes, nice, Mike. Last inhale, maybe the hips lift a little bit higher. Exhale, lower your knees to the earth. Roll your way up to a seat. Look up here for a quick moment. So moving into flash prep, you'll have one forearm that is parallel on the ground just like it was in dolphin. The other hand is going to come under the shoulder in line with the shoulder and the hip. And then you're going to scoot it back like it's on a ski until you get this 90-degree angle. And then you're going to activate by tucking the elbow in, firing up the arm. From here, you're going to curl the toes under, hips extend to the sky. You have the option here to turn it into a balance, extending one leg up as well. Flash prep. Any questions on that? Most of you have done that with me before. All right. Left arm on the ground. Let's give it a go. Right hand under the right shoulder. Scoot that right hand back like it's on your ski till the palm is directly under the elbow, 90-degree angle. Hug the right elbow in. On your exhale, tuck your toes under. Lift the hips up to the sky. Now shift the weight into that right hand. So ideally you've got balanced weight between the right hand and the left forearm. And then you have that option to extend the left side up to the sky. Kim, keep squeezing that elbow in towards there. There you go. That was a good shift. Awesome. Stella, keep reaching your hips up and back. Yes, that's it. You can always come out of the pose if you need a moment to break. Awesome. Take 3 more breaths here. Good, Mike. Keep squeezing the right elbow in. There you go. Exhale, lower the leg down. Then come all the way to your knees. We'll switch sides. Right forearm on the ground, or whichever arm you didn't do before. Left hand under the shoulder. Scooch that left hand back so it's in line with the shoulder. Hug the elbow in. So very intentional setup. On exhale, tuck your toes under. Hips extend up to the sky.
Anastasia, did you say the hand should be under the shoulder?
No, sorry, I meant under the elbow. Thank you. I probably said that, but I meant the elbow. Yeah, you've been doing it right. I just can't talk anymore.
I was like, no wonder it's so hard.
Extend the leg up if you'd like here. 3 more breaths. Yeah, beautiful. After your 3rd breath, lower the legs slowly. Then come all the way down to your knees. Take a child's pose, embryo or puppy. Just giving yourself a moment to surrender, a moment to be held here. Inhale to ease your way back up to hands and knees. Exhale, make your way back to downward facing dog. Remember, this is your practice, so if a pose that I'm offering doesn't feel right or doesn't sound good today, don't do it. Do something different. If you feel like switching it up or experimenting, feel free to do that as well. Take a deep breath in your down dog. Exhale all the air out, step or hop to the top of your mat for a forward fold. Inhale, half a lift, extending the spine. Exhale to fold it back in. Let's do that much again. Inhale, spinal extension, that halfway lift. Exhale to fold it in. Beautiful. Last time, half a lift, extending the spine forward, lengthening. Exhale to roll it back in. And inhale, come all the way upright. Arms reach overhead. Maybe a little back bend if that feels good. Exhale, hands to heart center. Classical sons. Inhale, slowly extend the arms back up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Slow and controlled. Inhale, step left foot back, lunge. Knee comes down, arms extend up to the sky. If that feels like too much, hands can always rest on that left thigh, or right thigh rather. Taking a few deep breaths here. Soften the shoulders. Really lifting through the heart, creating space through the core and the back body. Good breathing. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back to plank pose. Your choice from here, you can go directly to down dog or flow with me through a vinyasa chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, we'll meet up in downward facing dog. Exhale, step left foot forward, lunge. Lift and open. Telescoping the ribs as you reach towards the ceiling. Where can you soften? Maybe relaxing through the shoulders. Check in with your jaw. Good. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward fold. Inhale to rise all the way up to standing. Arms reach overhead. Exhale, hands Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana, flowing here. Inhale, right foot back, lunge. So one breath, one movement here. Lift and open, telescoping the ribs. Exhale, lower your hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Your choice, down dog or vinyasa, chaturanga. Opening the heart. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, lunge. Lift and open. Exhale, hands to the mat. Forward fold. Nice breathing. Inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Keep this going. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, step left foot back. This time, crescent lunge. So keep the knee lifted. Yeah. Arms sweep up to the sky. Hanging out here for a few breaths. Lift and telescope the ribs. So same sort of extension through the core. Soften the shoulders. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step to plank. Your choice, down dog or vinyasa. Move with your breath. You can always add extra push-ups or skip that push-up. Make your way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, crescent lunge. Torso rises with the inhale. Staying here for a few breaths, settling into the pose. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Flowing here, inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, right foot back, crescent lunge. Lift and open, one breath. Good, exhale, hands to the mat, step to plank. Down dog or chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Nice, Melinda. Exhale, back to down dog. Your next inhale, step right foot forward, crescent lunge. Open it up. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward folds. Drawing belly in, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, re-extend. One more variation here. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. This time, inhale, step left foot back, twisting lunge. So left hand stays on the ground, right arm reaches to the sky. Back knee can always come down for support. So left hand on the ground, right arm extending to the sky. And you were right the first time. There you go. Deep breath, lifting through the heart. Feeling for space in the core, all the way up into the chest. Exhale, right hand down, step your way back to plank. Vinyasa or down dog, move with your breath. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step left foot forward, twisty lunge. Back knee can come down, left arm reaches up to the sky. Use that exhale to connect into your core. Good. Feel for that twist coming at your center line. Create a little more space. Take one more inhale. That's it. Exhale, left hand to the mat. Step forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Arms reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart. One more round here. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold. Flow. Inhale, right foot back, twisting lunge. Keep the right hand planted, left arm extends up. Exhale, hands to mat, step to plank. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step right foot forward, twisting lunge. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Beautiful. Exhale, right hand to the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Close your eyes, mountain pose. And keep your hands at heart center, or you're welcome to release your arms by your sides. Just take a moment, pause, to feel. To reconnect to that intention of slowing down. Your next inhale, float the arms up to the sky. Exhale, sit back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Soften the shoulders. You can always bend the elbows to 90 degrees, or even reach the arms behind you to take some of that pressure out. And then sit a little bit deeper just because you can, yes. Inhale, re-extend the arms if they aren't already. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale, just fold it in. So we're gonna hang out here for a few breaths in this basic forward fold. You can interlace hands at opposite elbow. Just allow gravity to traction out the spine here. Release the arms. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat. Step your way back to plank pose. Knees can always come down for support. We're going to hold here at this upper push-up position. From here, you can go directly up and back to down dog, or slowly as you can, lower chaturanga. Once you've gotten to that 90-degree angle, scoop the chest through, cobra or up dog. Adam's going to be doing this the rest of class. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. We'll wait for you, don't worry, Adam. Okay, perfect. Can't believe you can talk while doing that. Take a deep breath in, down dog. Exhale out the mouth. Yeah, let's do one more like that. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Your next inhale, float the left leg up to the sky. Spread your toes, reach that leg long. Yes, that's it, good shin stop. And then see if the leg can lift a little bit higher without putting pressure in the low back. So you still have that strong core supporting. Nice. On your exhale, slowly step that left foot forward. You're gonna rise up to a warrior two. So back heel is rooted, facing the window side of the room. You feel like there's a lot of stuff going on the shoulders. Flip the palms to the sky, bend the elbows a bunch. Yeah, that's it. Soften the shoulders. You can stay here, taking the pressure out of the shoulders, or you can extend the arm back out, flip the palms over, still keeping the shoulders soft. You always have the option to close your eyes, noticing those subtle shifts from the inside. Reverse warrior. Flip the left palm to the sky. Exhale, reach up and back. Right hand can stay on the hip for support, or it can start working its way down that right leg. If you prefer the bind, you're welcome to take that as well. Really focus on the breath as a tool to open up this left side of the body. Intentionally creating space from that hip joint all the way up, from the rib cage, the fingertips. Moving into a neck stretch, reach the left arm towards the front of the room, let the head hang heavy towards that right shoulder. Maybe move around the lower jaw a little bit to release some tension there. Then reaching through that left hand, come back up through a warrior two. All the way into an extended warrior, so bring the left forearm down. Right arm reaches up overhead, stretching in the opposite direction. So the outer edge of that right foot is pressing into the earth. Right arm is reaching towards the front of the room. Yeah, there you go. Create space here by really expanding that inhale. Imagining that you're unwinding just little stitches of tightness or tension as you reach. Moving into a heart opener. Reach the right arm straight up to the sky and then back behind you so you can start to lift the chest. So I'll show you real quick. Arm goes straight up to the sky and then back behind to create a little more space here. You can also bring that left hand down to the ground or a prop. Use that as leverage to open even more through the shoulder and the heart. Good. From here, coming into an extended warrior variation, bring that right arm back behind you. Either just tuck the hand under your clothing, or if it's available, you can grab hold of the inside of that left thigh. Right, or left hand rather can be on the ground or can be up on the thigh. Let your head hang heavy. Few more breaths here. For the last few breaths, if you'd like to come into that bind, you're welcome to bring the left hand down to the ground, clasp the hands behind that left leg, still opening through the shoulder. Yeah. Huge breaths here, let the head hang. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, rock forward, coming into a half moon. So left hand on the ground, right arm and right leg extend up to the sky. You can bring a block with you if you'd like. Good. As you feel ready, extend that right arm up to the sky. Full expansion. Awesome. Last inhale here, maybe the leg lifts a little bit higher. Nice, Lisa. Exhale. Right hand down to the ground. Hug the right knee into your chest. And then extend the right leg straight back. So you're in this lunge here. Keep the right hand on the ground or place it onto your prop. On your next inhale, extend the left arm up to the sky for your spinal twist. Now, if you'd like to go deeper in your spinal twist, you can come up, cross your right ankle over the left thigh, take a prayer twist. And that's only if you want to go deeper here. Sometimes really deep twists feel delicious. So listen for that. Yeah, awesome breathing. With each inhale, can you create a little more space? With each exhale, can you connect back to your core? Awesome. One more full breath here. Exhale, lower your hands to the mat. Step your way back. Your choice, vinyasa, or directly back to downward. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale all the air out. Step or hop to the top of your mat for a forward fold. Inhale, half the lift, extending the spine. Exhale to fold it back in. And inhale, come all the way up to standing, arms reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart, center. Close your eyes, take a moment. On your inhale, float the arms back up to the sky. Exhale, sit back to chair pose. On your exhale, lower your hands down onto your hips. Come up a little bit higher, so you're in a high chair pose. On your exhale, pick up that left foot, cross the ankle over the thigh. Come into this broken chair. Now, to bring the hands down to the knee and the foot. I recommend fixing your gaze at something that's not moving. If you'd like to move deeper still, you can bring the hands all the way down to the ground. Maybe even straighten out that leg as well, yeah. Awesome. Awesome, 2 more breaths here. Inhale, rise your way back up. Bring that left foot back down to the earth. Come up standing, arms reach the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, spinal extension. Exhale, this time, place your hands on the mat. Step or hop your way back to plank pose. Roll through. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. Awesome. Inhale, slowly extend the right leg up and back. Spread through the hand. Or what am I trying to say? Spread through. More space by reaching that right leg a little bit longer, then the leg lifts a little bit higher. On your exhale, slowly step the right foot forward, rise up, warrior 2. Facing this left side. Soften the shoulders, you can flip the arms to the sky. Create a little more space, really soft release as you reach to the arms. Then you have that option to flip the palm back over towards the sky. Take a moment, feeling into this pause. Flip the right palm up to the sky, exhale, reach up and back, opening through this right side. Keep drawing that right knee forward as you open up on this right side. Really opening up to this right side of the body, unwinding some of the tightness. Breathing into some of the space we just created. Moving in that neck, chest, neck. Sorry, I have a little bit of a headache, and so my glutes are not working as well as it happens to have. All right, reach through that right hand. Let the headache Reaching through the right and then come back up through warrior. On your exhale, bring the right arm forward onto the thigh. Reach the left arm forward. Create this space and this extension through the left side of the body. Breathing along the left side body, opening up. Let your head hang heavy. Creating space in this left side body, really reaching down and rooting through the outer edge of that left foot. Good. On your inhale, open up through the heart, reach the left arm straight up to the sky and back behind you. Open up through this left side of the chest. You can even press the chest forward, creating more space here. Yeah, and you have that option to bring the right hand down to the ground or to a prop to open up. Exhale, wrap the left arm behind your back, either tucking the hand under the clothing or grabbing hold of the inside of that right inner thigh. Let your head hang. Option to stay here for the last few breaths. Bring the right hand down to the ground. Come into that bind, clasping the hands under the right thigh. Yes, still opening up through the left shoulder. Just a few more breaths here. And then release. Walk your hands forward, coming into half moon. Right hand comes to the outer edge of the right hand. Left arm and left leg extend up to the sky. Right hand can always come to a prop if that's helpful. Yes, awesome. Fire up that left side. Feel for your strength supporting you here. On your exhale, lower the left hand down to the ground. Hug the left knee in to meet your chest, and then step the left foot to the back of your mat, coming into a twist. Left hand stays rooted. Inhale, right arm extends to the sky. That back knee can always come down for support. You also have the option to go deeper into that twist by hooking the left elbow over top of the right thigh. Keep opening through the heart. Use your exhale to connect to your core, taking you deeper. Walk that foot forward. Yes, it's not feel on your ankle here. There you go. Now lift the arm to the sky. Bring your hand back a little bit. Yeah. There you go. Now if you want to really curl the toes under. Yeah, there you go. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step back to plank pose. Your choice, vinyasa or directly back to downward facing dog. And we'll all meet up in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in down dog. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, half a lift, extending the spine. Exhale to fold it back in. Inhale, come all the way up. Right arms reach overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Take a moment to pause. Inhale, float your arms back up to the sky. Exhale, sit back to a high chair position. Deep breath in here. Exhale, lower your hands to your hips. You may want to lift up slightly. Shift the weight into your left foot. Cross your right ankle up over top of the thigh. Coming into that hip stretch. Yes, keep your foot flexed back towards your shin. protect the knee joint here. You have the option to bring your hands down or your elbow down to the knee and ankle. Maybe bring your hands all the way down to the ground if you want. Stretch rather than challenge. A few more breaths here. Nice, Melinda. All right, reverse. Activate through the legs. Come back up with that right knee bent. Inhale, come all the way upright. Then set the right foot down on the ground. Inhale, left arm. Nice. Extends up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Slow and controlled. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale, place your hand on the mat, step or float your way back to plank pose. Your choice, down dog or vinyasa, moving with your breath. We'll all meet up in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, extend the left leg up and back. Exhale, bend the left knee, open up through the hip. Yeah, keep equal weight between your hands. Find space with your breath. On your inhale, re-extend the left leg. Exhale, step left foot forward. Keep your hand on the ground to start. Back knee can come down for support. Inhale, reach your arms back behind you. Hover above this left thigh. Draw shoulder blades together. Inhale, come all the way up. Crescent lunge. Arms extend up to the sky. Soften the shoulders. Lift through the heart. Keep filling this pose up with breath. Exhale, bend the elbows. Start to lift and open through the heart. Maybe starting to lean back, turning this even more into a back bend. Good. Take one more inhale here, lift the heart a little bit more. Re-extend the arms. Exhale, hands all the way down to the mat, coming into a forward fold with one leg. So shifting the weight to the left foot, right leg reaches up to the sky for a standing splits. Or one-legged forward fold. Same thing, just sounds a lot nicer. Hug your torso in towards that left leg, reach the right leg long and high. Awesome, take one more inhale here. Exhale, step the right foot to the back of your mat. Lower the right knee down to the ground. Bring your hands up to that left thigh. Add some padding under the right knee if you'd like. Now to start, you're going to untuck the right toes and press the top of the right foot onto the mat. And then you're going to pick up the knees. There's a lot of energy here. So top of the back foot is pressing into the earth. Right knee is lifted. You can keep the hands on the ground, or you can bring the hands up to the thigh and bring the arms up to the sky. Nice. Yes, that's it. Keep squeezing the inner thighs towards one another. This is super intense. We won't stay super long. And then exhale, lower the right knee down. Bring your hands up to the thigh. Inch that left foot forward. Shift the hips forward. So coming a little bit deeper into this lunge. Option to stay here or come into a lunge, H to the B, drawing the glutes into the stretch, so heel towards glutes, chest lifts. Breathing down into the quad, all the way up into the heart. Soften the shoulders. Relax through the jaw. Okay, release. Tuck the toes back under Walk your hands over to the right, come into a wide-legged forward fold. Taking a few breaths, just letting the torso hang. Prasarita Padottanasana, this wide-legged forward fold. Let your head hang. Good. Whatever you'd like here with your arms, so hands can be on the ground, or maybe even grabbing hold of the big toes, maybe interlacing the hands back behind you. About 5 more breaths here. Lower your hands down. Inhale, halfway lift. Walk your hands back to the top of your mat. Step your way back to plank position. Your choice, vinyasa, or move directly back into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale, that right leg reaches up and back. Exhale, bend the right knee, open up through the hip. Just taking a moment here, good. Pressing the chest towards the thigh. Opening up to this right hip, right quad. Inhale, re-extend the right leg. Exhale, step right foot through. Keep the hand on the ground to start here. So knee can come down or lift it. On your inhale, float the arms back behind you, hovering above the right quad. Should feel like quite a bit is happening here. On your inhale, come all the way up to standing crescent lunge. So back knee is lifted unless you're like me and can't lift it today. Soften through the shoulders. Fire up the legs. Good. Where can you soften? When your exhale, bend the elbows, start to lift up and open. Yeah, maybe turn this more into a back bend, opening up to the belly, chest. And now we extend the arms. Exhale, hands all the way out to the mat. Single-legged forward fold, also known as standing split. So weight shifts into that right leg. Left leg reaches up and back. Hugging the torso towards the thigh. Reach that leg long and high. Yeah, if you'd like, you can wrap that right arm behind the ankle, drawing yourself closer and deeper into this pose. Exhale. Step the left foot to the back of your mat. Lower the left knee down to the ground. So to start, add some padding into that left knee. Then you're going to press the top of that left foot into the ground. It's a funky feeling. Lift the left knee away from the earth. Hands can stay on the ground, really hugging the inner thighs towards one another. Or the hands can lift up, coming to the right thigh, or perhaps reaching one or both arms up to the sky. A lot of energy here. Squeeze the inner thighs. You guys are awesome. There's a lot happening here. Feel that intensity. 2 more breaths. Good. Exhale, lower that left knee. Bring your hands up to the right thigh. And then come a little bit deeper into that release, shifting the hips forward. If you don't feel much, you have that option to draw the heel in towards the glutes, coming deeper into the quad. Breathing here, soften with your breath. More breaths here. tuck the back toes under, pick up the left knee, and walk your hands over to the left side so you're in this wide-legged forward fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. Just taking a couple breaths here, diving a little bit deeper. Once again, whatever you like with the arms here. Up 3 more breaths. Release through the arms. Inhale, halfway lift. Walk your hands back to the top of your mat. Last option for vinyasa here, step your way back to plank pose. Knees can come down. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, exhale, step or float through to a seat on your mat. All right, extend the legs forward, give them a little shake out here. And then bend your knees to about 90 degrees or a little bit less. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. You can get some movement here, windshield, wiping with one leg, shifting it side to side. And then from here, cross your ankle under so you're in this half lift. On your exhale, start to hinge forward, getting a little bit deeper into the hips. Breathing down to the hips, to the low back. This left over. Cross your ankle over the thigh. Here it'll work for me. And hands out behind you so you cross and support. Maybe lean a little bit forward if it feels okay. Is that right? On your inhale, walk your hands back up. Re-extend the legs, give them a little shake out. And then bend the knees, cross your right ankle over the left thigh. Go side to side a little bit if that feels good. And then coming into this deeper hip stretch, walk the left foot underneath the right. Move a little bit deeper into the hips. Exhale, start to lean forward. Once again, it could be a subtle shift forward. Maybe you start to fold all the way over the legs. About 5 breaths here. Inhale to rise back up. Last pose here. Coming into a full stretch here. So left ankle is going to come on top. And maybe that right ankle comes onto the top as well. So see if that's available today. If not, just take a basic cross-legged position. And then from here, you're going to root down through the hands. See if you can get a little lift. There you go. Awesome. Yeah, if your feet are on the ground, you're just going to lift up. It's going to be just core work here. So tall, and then we'll switch sides. Sometimes these basic poses are the hardest poses. So just seeing where you'll get or the depth you can get into today. Pressing down through your hands, maybe lifting up, getting the core activation. Awesome. Yes. And then release, straighten the legs out. And come all the way down onto your back. Reach your arms overhead, extend the legs forward. And on your exhale, release your arms by your sides. If there is a final pose or movement that your body is still craving, please take the time for that. Otherwise, moving into this place of final relaxation. Shavasana, letting your body be heavy on the earth. Allowing yourself to release, allowing yourself to let go for these last few minutes. eyes still closed, press your way up to a seat. Inhale to reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just taking a moment here to thank yourself, body,